Here we go, 3 hikes to plan your Smoky Mountains trip around. These are all pretty long hikes, so you may not want to do them all back to back to back, but you can if you'd like, if you only have a few days. We have been to the Smokies many times, and these give you some of the best views in the park. The first trail I will mention is Charlie's Bunion via the Appalachian Trail. Here it is on all trails. It's about an 8-mile hike out and back, and to get here you park at Newfound Gap, which is about a 30-minute drive from Gatlinburg. There is an overlook here as well as a large parking area to leave your car at while you hike. There will be a sign pointing you to the Appalachian Trail. For a lot of the trail, the views are closed off by trees, but at certain points, the trees will open up and give you a beautiful view of the mountains. I love the layering of mountain peaks as you look into the distance. If you're doing this without a map, there are signs to keep you on the right track. You can see this one says Charlie's Bunion right here. As you get closer and closer to Charlie's Bunion, more of the surrounding landscape comes into view until you reach Charlie's Bunion itself, where you get an almost endless seeming view deep into the valley, as well as being surrounded by towering mountains on both sides. It's one of those views where you get to the top and you just take a deep breath to take everything in. There's a rocky outcrop that you can climb up on to get an even better view of the surroundings, but you do have to take turns if other people are there. When we went, the clouds hung over the mountains and created this calico sort of look with their shadows cast on the mountains. This particular footage was taken in April, and the trees were starting to get their green coloration back, but they weren't fully there yet. If you have more time after you finish this hike, Newfound Gap is also right near Kewohee, formerly known as Clingman's Dome, which is the highest point in Tennessee. So after you finish the hike, you can stop there if you'd like and get a beautiful 360-degree view of the surrounding mountains. It's also beautiful to go here at sunrise, and there are a lot less people. But as an extra stop after a hike, it's great. And then if you're there late enough, you can stop at the Ben Morton Overlook for a sunset, which we got a great view of the last time we went to the Smokies. Just throwing some extra ideas at you in case you're looking for something to do after your Charlie's Bunion hike. The next hike I highly recommend is the Mount Cammerer hike. When we did it, we went via the Appalachian Trail because the Low Gap Trail was closed. But most people start using the Low Gap Trail, which is about a 40-minute drive from Gatlinburg. When we went, it was very windy, and we were surrounded by these shivering bushes for a lot of the hike. We did this hike quite a while ago, so I don't have as much footage of the trail itself. But at a certain point, we got very lucky. A rainbow was forming as we got close to the lookout tower, which was so beautiful and unexpected considering that we were not doing this hike in very good weather. It was very rainy and cold, but we got a beautiful double rainbow view, which was one of our most memorable views we've ever seen while hiking. We still talk about this to this day. It was so cool. But the rainbow aside, the view is just so vast and impressive. I'm sure on a sunny day we would have had even more appreciation for the beautiful landscape, but we definitely would not trade out this epic rainbow view we got. You can go inside of the lookout tower, where many people carve their initials or write little messages. It is also a great shelter from the cold for a few minutes if you are hiking during the fall or winter. But this is a hike that we constantly talk about. It was so fun. Given the weather, we didn't know whether we would have any view at all once we got to the top. But we were really treated to an amazing experience on this one. The final trail I recommend is Mount Leconte via Rainbow Falls and the Bullhead Trail. For me, this is the greatest hike in the Great Smoky Mountains. And really, it's one of the greatest hikes I've done in any national park. There are many different ways to get to Mount Leconte, but for this one, we started at the Rainbow Falls trailhead. And we got there around 6 a.m. to start the hike very early. It is a long hike, so we wanted to get on the trail very early, and we had our headlamps with us, so it wasn't a problem. The All Trails map said 12 miles, but for us it was closer to 14 or 15 because we hiked to Myrtle Point once we got to Leconte Lodge, which you have to do. It is essential, and it is the best view in the park. Here I'm showing some videos of Rainbow Falls, which is a great hike in and of itself if you just wanted to hike there and see the falls and then hike back down. You can walk over the rocks to get right up close to the waterfall. We spent a little bit of time there before getting back on the trail. As we got closer to the top, everything started to open up a little bit and gave us some beautiful views of the surroundings. About 6 miles in, we made it to Leconte Lodge, where you can stay overnight if you book far enough in advance, but The cabins fill up so fast that you really have to plan very far in advance. There are restrooms and a gift shop and a dining hall where you can get some food or something to drink. We stopped here to have a few snacks, and then we got back on the trail to go to Myrtle Point, which continues along the trail we came from. At a certain point, you will hit a sign that points you toward Myrtle Point. On the way there, you will get some stunning views of the hazy blue mountains that surround you. And when you reach Myrtle Point, you will be treated to this unbelievable view of the soft but jagged mountains all around. You can see the layers and layers of mountains extending deep into the distance. To this day, this is one of my favorite views in any national park. It's such an unbelievable view, and if you stay at Leconte Lodge, you can get up early and hike here for sunrise or sunset, which I can only imagine how beautiful that would be. That's definitely on our bucket list for sure. We spent probably half an hour just wandering to different parts of this outcrop that gave such amazing views. If you hike to Leconte Lodge, you have to go to Myrtle Point. It's not that much effort and it's well worth it. There's also the cliff tops where you'll see a sign pointing there as well if you're coming from Leconte Lodge, and that gives you a very beautiful view as well. Since we had already stayed a while at Myrtle Point, we did not stay for too long at the cliff tops, but either spot is great for taking a seat and enjoying the views for a bit. Soon enough, we made our way back down via the Bullhead Trail, which was also very beautiful and gave us this wide spanning view of the surroundings as we hiked downwards. I will stress that this is not an easy hike. We were back down at our car around 3:30 p.m., having started at 6 a.m. Of course, we could have done it faster, but if you're going to do this hike in one day, I suggest giving yourself plenty of time to get up to the top, explore, and then get back down before sunset. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful and gave you some ideas for visiting the Smokies. There is so much to do here that it often gets a bit overwhelming. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. There will be plenty more videos like this to come. Bye.